Everyone. I'm just pre-recording this one for the video. Uh, I'm currently 188, just finishing off to 189, and then I'm going to stop for the night and continue on tomorrow night after the maintenance or server check or whatever it is. I think it's only just a minor server check where they're adding in a few quest lines or something like that, and then the actual content for what they're advertising at the moment comes out on the 19th. Wait, I think it was the 19th. I think that's what someone said. Or maybe that's when the update is. And that's a week afterwards. I'll just have a look on the Nexon site. But yeah, it's getting pretty slow at the moment. The first 2x card I managed to get 2 levels and 70%, so it's slowly decreasing. I'll just see what they've got to say in the scheduled update. But someone asked me a question, I'll just check who it was, asking how long it takes me to level. Just let me find the comment. I think it was here. Heroic Soul asked me how long does it take for me to level. Well, it's slowing down at the moment, but in recent times it's taken between an hour and a half to level. So that's basically what it's taking me at the moment, because 2 levels, so that's well, 2.5 levels. That's basically an hour and a half for each level, plus the extra hour left over to get roughly 2/3 of the way. So I got up to 70%. So just above 2/3 of 100 is 66.6. So I got just above that. So yeah, it roughly takes me about an hour and a half to level nowadays. But as I move into the 190s, it's probably going to take me 2 hours to level, and then probably 2.5 hours, and then I'll probably be able to get 75% or something like that on the next level. It'll be interesting to see how everything goes with this character, because it's taken a while on previous characters due to my lack of damage ability. Well, my range is a lot higher on this character. I've got 150% dex on this character, which is demonstrated in my range. So yeah, it might be quicker. I don't know. I might be able to do 2 levels in 4 hours. I haven't spoken with Steve and Mikey and those guys to see how they went, training their Jett to 200. I'm not sure how quickly they did theirs. Well, they did it reasonably quickly, because I only saw it once or twice before it was 200. I barely even saw it at all. I checked in Alliance and it was 150, and then I saw it again and it was 200. So maybe they did manage to fit 2 levels in at 190. If that is true, then I should be able to get 200 within 5 days of getting 190. So it's between an hour and a half and 2 hours to level at the moment, which isn't so bad, because it has to be hard, somehow. Like, if it was too easy, then you'd see so many level 200s. Like, during the 2x events, a lot of people were getting 200. Nowadays you don't see it as much because people aren't motivated to train. Most people don't like buying 2x cards, like, even though they're in the event tab in the cash shop at the moment, people aren't doing, like, you would rarely find people like wanting to train every night like for 4 hours of 2x. They'd rather do it during the event because it's free. They can train with friends. There'll be people to train with. So I feel that yeah, because I think there's a few Jetts around my level, but I'm the only one out of the three of us who's actually training every night. From the looks of it, the other two, I think they're just training every once in a while or during 2x events. But I'm not sure. I'm not really racing anyone. I'm just, I wanted to see what rank I was. I think rankings haven't updated tonight, but last time I checked it, at 185, I was ranked 55 in GMS, which is interesting because I'm only doing 4 hours a night. I'm not really going that fast. But there's under 30 level 200 Jetts. 2 days ago there was only 20. And yeah, so there's only 2 in Bello at the moment. Or, well, I'm not sure if Nova's gotten one, but in terms of like the Bello rankings, since they aren't combined, there's only 2. I'll check out the Nova side of it, but yeah, even if, I'm not sure if there has been one. Like, there might have only been one in this actual server, but I'll double check that. Let's see. In terms of cubing, I've been thinking about it. I'll, with how my damage is here, I'll see how I go at bosses. But I'm starting to lean towards, well, what I want to do is make another 2 rings and potential those, so get like 10% dex on both, or like 6% all stat or something like that, to something that just adds on. And then I want to do my shoulder pad and finish off my gun. And then that's probably all the cubing that I'll need to do, because, well, I might screw around with my cape till it's 12% or 15% or 18% all stat or dex, because my overall is 15% all stat with 1% dex, so it's 16% dex, hypothetically, or realistically. And yeah, so I'm not sure how much upgrading I need to do. I would love to get to 200% dex. That's, as I've said, that's my ultimate goal. I've reached 150 now. Technically on my Corsair I'd have closer to 160, 165, because there's one equip that I didn't move over, my 10% dex Almighty Ring, so that makes it 160. But then again, I've got 6% on something that won't be there for a while, so technically I've got a mid 155% dex, which is good. But I feel that if I can get a few more items around 10%, then it'd get me closer to 180, 190, and then I can just push it over the line and get 200%. So yeah, I'd love to just sit just over or just on 200% dex, because then I think that would really top off my character, and I'd be in the position where I want to be. I'd love to be the strongest Corsair in the Bello Nova server. I don't think Bello's got. I don't think Nova's got a level 200 Corsair yet. I ran into someone when I was training this, and they were asking me where they should train, because they want to become the first 200 Corsair for Nova, which is interesting. But yeah, so I wouldn't mind just being the top Sair in Bello in terms of damage. I'm sure there's other people outside of Bello and Nova that are probably stronger than me, or are around the same strength as me. But yeah, that's really what my ultimate goal is at the moment, and as well just to be able to do some bosses, be able to do them sufficiently, and not have that much trouble. But that's all for today. I'm not sure how long the actual training video is going to be, but I decided to talk for about 10 minutes or so. just so when I'm editing it, you know, because it's close to 1 o'clock in the morning again, and yeah, it's yeah, I figured talk while I'm training, because then my mind's actually working, and I can talk about the character, like how I think, what I think of it, what I think of it now. You know, if it had something different, change to it, would I keep playing it? You know, I keep asking myself that question, but I'm not going to keep playing it. I'll do some boss videos, but that's about it after it's 200. Okay, well, that's all from me. I should be training after the game update, provided that it doesn't be extended at all. If not, then I'll do one the next night, and it'll probably be probably be level 190, 191, and possibly 192, depending on um, how long it takes me to get to 191. Okay, see you guys later.